Okay guys, so two videos coming in today. This is the first one, semi-short one. I have to make fun of liberals. I mean, not just the fact that I have to make fun of liberals, but it's pretty funny. So even if I didn't have to make fun of liberals, I have to stop making fun of liberals. Because, supposedly, I guess, George Soros is part of the MoveOn.org, I believe he's who funds most of that, has called for nationwide protests today against President Trump's executive order, state of emergency. If it's organized, it's not really people protesting, firstly. Take your marching orders, yes sir. This is what you're supposed to think, yes sir. I mean, yeah, to an extent, I know the people there are complicit with and the same idea. Okay, yes, they agree. But the funny thing is, you know, I live in Atlanta-ish, near Atlanta. And Atlanta and its surrounding vicinity composes about 6 million people. And they've been covering this all day long on the news because it's so important, I guess, that over 100 people showed up to protest President Trump's order out of 6.5 million. Over 100. Not quite 200, but over 100. Wow, they must be in the majority. We better listen to them and do what they say because they're so smart. So I'm coming down to the same thing here, you know, and the whole thing about when liberals complaining about Donald Trump was separating children. If you're complaining about that now, and you're being vocal about it, or then, at that point, and you weren't complaining about it when Obama did it, you're a hypocrite. There's no reason whatsoever, period, point blank, I should listen to your point of view. Because you don't care about the fact that the children are being separated, or else you would have cared when Obama did it. You care about hating Donald Trump, period. It wasn't an issue then, it's an issue now because it's a different person. And what's the difference in that equation? The person, Donald Trump. So all your hatred is just purely, all you hate is Donald Trump. The issue didn't matter. You have to have a reason to announce your hate for Donald Trump. So now, this is an overreach. Well, Obama claimed like, what, 12 states of emergency, and, you know, some of them are states of emergencies where, you know, you have a disaster or whatever, but I believe 6 of those 12 or 7 were so that he could go around Congress, and that's not including his executive order for DACA, which was going around Congress, to get things that, well, he couldn't get approved of them. Money to Sudan, money to 4 African and 2, what do you call, mind blank for a moment, 4 African and 2 Islamic countries to give money to them. And this ain't even including the $150 billion he gave to Iran, so he could make sure they had nuclear weapons. But yeah, so A, you don't care about the fact that he made an emergency declaration, or else you would have protested Obama going around Congress with 8 of them that didn't have anything to do with U.S. emergencies. This is at least a United States emergency. And yes, it's an emergency for like 50 different reasons. I guess I was going to outline that, but I'll do it now anyway. Okay, so I'm not even going to quote-unquote blame the liberals 100% on this one, except part of it is purely a liberal thing. But basically, the law and Congress's inability to act on changing it, combined with some lawsuits that were filed by liberal organizations, have made it to the point that right now our immigration system is purely broken. If anybody steps foot in the United States, they're basically claim asylum or whatever. You can't kick them out. Even if they step foot, you're not supposed to be able to return them if they're from Guatemala, you can't return them to Guatemala because they're not returning them to their home. You would just be turning them back into Mexico. So you can't just say, no, go back, cross that line. And those are failures in our laws. So now basically what liberals are saying is, well, you can't put a border up and you can't put a fence up, yada, yada, yada. And so we just have to go back and original. But the immigration law basically say once they get in, it's catch and release. They're limiting the number of beds. You can't keep them. You can't separate the families. So anybody just makes cross, well, you just have to release them. Well, no, you're not getting your way like that. We either need proper laws or this needs to happen. We're not that stupid. If you think we are, then you are. And if that's what you believe, well, you are. So yeah, I'm coming back to the fact that, yeah, you liberals are just damn stupid. Like, oh, nobody will figure that out, that we'll just make the laws so we get what we want anyway, even circumvent it. No, it just ain't gonna happen. And we got somebody that actually has sense in the White House, because he's running circles around you liberals. And I keep hearing y'all say, oh, you're stupid. That's funny. Let's see, I think he's got pretty much now about everything he wanted. And, you know, the economy's going better than, well, any Democrats made it in the past, 80 years. And wages are up and yada, yada, yada. So how, the best results from any president, okay, you might not call him the best president. Well, okay, the best results from any president in the last 80 years. So suck on that. Tic Tac only has 1/2 calories. So between the drugs, the human trafficking, the coyotes, the immigration failures, yes, it is an emergency. It needs to be fixed. And y'all won't fix it, Congress. Y'all be liberals, but Congress. And no, don't blame on the Republicans, because those things can't be fixed without a 60% majority. And at no point has the Republicans had a 60% majority. Did they try and push it through? No, but you're not going to try and waste your time on those bills. The Democrats ain't going to go along with them. So I don't want to hear all this, well, the Republicans can't get House and Senate. Well, no, they didn't have 60%. They can't get that law through on their own. No, it ain't their fault. Did they try? No. But same point, are you going to stick, I mean, okay, yeah, it would have placated their base. Well, we tried. The Democrats wouldn't do it. But basically it wasn't wasting time. The same thing right now, you've got the gun bill through the House right now, talking about a background check on every gun purchase, be it private or sell through a dealer, and so a couple other things in there. Is it going to pass the Senate? No. You're wasting your damn time. Fine, y'all are wasting your time for political reasons. So y'all can say, we tried, but no, you didn't. You're not trying if you know it ain't going to pass. You're just making a show. And the Republicans didn't make a show on immigration. And I'm not going to hold that against them. Now, am I happy with what they've done either? No. Could they have included border wall funding when they redid the budget using reconciliation, which they did use reconciliation at one point? Yes, they could have. But they didn't fund the border wall. And that's why I am saying Congress, the House and Senate in totality, hasn't done their job on immigration, funding the border wall for the Republicans when they had the ability to do something with it, and all that. But A, yes, it's an emergency. B, your piddly-ass little, a small percent of the country is speaking out against it. Well, you know what? We're a majority rule. It's a joke. Thank you. It's the Democrat Party. What do you expect?